Well, it has clearly become a homer series. That would most aptly describe the head-to-head play between the Griffins and Rockford Ice Hogs over the past couple of seasons. Grand Rapids has won 9 of the past 10 games at Van Andel Arena, while a 3-2 come-from-behind overtime win in Rockford last night made it 7th in a row for the Ice Hogs at BMO Harris Bank Center. The Griffins did extend their point streak to 9 consecutive games as they now prepare for a first-place showdown battle in the Central Division tonight against the Iowa Wild. Welcome to Michigan First Credit Union's game day preview inside Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Well, it looked like the Griffins had it last night in Rockford. They were up 2-1 in the third period and in control throughout much of the final 20 minutes. But a late Griffins penalty led to a rare power play goal for the Ice Hogs, tying the game at 2, sending it to overtime. And after winning their first 3 overtime games this season, the Griffins suffered and tasted defeat for the first time in the 3-on-3 competition.
Dylan Secura, right circle he goes. Chased by Chris Terry. Wanders down to that far corner. He'll drop the puck back to Tallulah. High slot. He put it right in front of the score. Dylan Secura tips it in, and the Ice Hogs win again.
So Dylan Secura scores both the game-tying and winning goals. His power play tally late in the third period, by the way, ended a streak of 27 consecutive penalty kills by the Griffins spanning 9 games. His overtime goal denied newcomer Derek Hulak of what might have been a winning goal in his first game in a Griffin uniform. His tally early in the third period gave Grand Rapids a 2-1 lead, and the way they were playing, it looked to be enough. But in the end, it just simply wasn't.
Yeah, I thought, it wasn't our best in the first, but we kind of came together as a group for the second and third, really made a push in the third. And, obviously nice to get the monkey off my back scoring my first game, but, really would have been nice to come away with the win, but at the same time, we'll take 1 point on the road.
Well, rookie Giovanni Smith, playing in his 20th game, finally got that first goal last night, tipping in a Matt Ford shot early in the second period, and no doubt an exciting moment for the Wings' 2016 second-round draft pick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's been like 20 games now, and it just happened so fast. And, gave the puck over to Fordo and passed to Hronik and just went to the net, and then good things happen. So I'm happy it happened, and we tied the game that game, but we ended up losing in overtime. But it's all right.
Well, Philip Hronik earned an assist on that Smith goal, tying a franchise record by recording an assist in 8 consecutive games. The 21-year-old defenseman has 4 goals now, including a couple of game winners, 12 points and a +6 in his last 8 games. Philip Hronik feeling a lot more comfortable in the American Hockey League.
Yeah, I feel good. We're playing good as a team, so I feel comfortable more every game.
Now ready to go with this big first-place showdown tonight in Des Moines. The Griffins and the Iowa Wild meet for the 3rd time this season. Each has a win on the other team's ice. Griffins proving victorious in their last trip here in overtime. Philip Hronik, the hero of that one. And the Griffins improving to 16-5 lifetime here in Des Moines. Certainly have had success here, unlike Rockford. But this is easily the best team the Iowa Wild have had in this, their 6th season. In fact, the Wild had a 10-game point streak ended last night with a 5-4 loss here against the Chicago Wolves. Grand Rapids will be without Wade Megan and Brian Lashoff still on recall to Detroit. Philip Zadina will be a question mark for tonight's game. He sat out last night's game with an upper body injury in Rockford. Broadcast time tonight from Des Moines will be at 7:35 for pregame coverage on Wood Radio. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. That's been our game day preview brought to you by Michigan First Credit Union. This is Bob Kaiser saying so long from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines.